that for them. We don't even have ourselves together yet. So we're all fooling ourselves at the end of the day. We should just go around, fuck each other, find out more about ourselves. That's what happens when you fuck around with people. We do our thing. Niggas be too focused on all this other goofy shit.
Niggas said fuck each other.
That
was my favorite part of the speech, man.
Y'all got boyfriends and not y'all life together.
So after you guys fuck each other, you discover each other, right? So then what happens after that?
You can build from that.
You'll follow me on Instagram, Spin City Drew. Like my photos, no problem, come on.
Okay. What the hell do with the question, man?
I'm following you right now. You gonna follow back?
I'm going my way. Of course I follow back.
Are you the guy that follows everyone back?
Oh, fuck no. I'm up.
So what?
I'm twice.
Are you the guy that follows and then unfollows?
Oh, nah. Once I, even if I follow you by accident, I'll be like, yo, fuck it, my nigga, I followed you. I ain't gonna unfollow you a little hoe. I guess I gotta take that out.
So what would make you follow somebody back and what would make you not follow somebody back?
As far as what though? Just with female?
Nigga, I'm talking about, nah, I don't care.
I'm talking about just people on
you look on your Instagram feed, such and such followed you. What's gonna determine whether you follow them back or not?
It gotta be, it's more about common interests. Cause I've seen people who draw on their Instagram or whatever, and I just follow them for GP. Cause I'm occasionally gonna see a picture they drew or something artistic they did. I might follow someone who does beats. I might follow someone who's into sneakers. As long as we have common interests, I'm more likely gonna follow you than just if you follow me because you're a fan or you follow me because you see my page, something like that. And it just is what it is. I ain't hating on you. I
forgot you was a superstar barber, so people would just be following this guy for no reason.
I mean, it has to be at least one reason why they would follow him.
He's a superstar barber.
Maybe I follow him because someone else that I follow follows him.
Okay.
That's likely, right? Another likely is I want to get waves, and I see you spinning, and maybe I want to follow the guy to see what he got going on.
Yeah, it's funny, like when we watch this back or the audience is watching, it's like, who the fuck is that?
That's great.
Who's that voice of reason in the background?
I tell you,
the old guy with the glass.
With the glass. This is my determining factor for following them back or not. If you got a fat ass, it's lit. The end, nigga. Fucking PC shit.
Nah, I like them small, petite, so I can throw them all over the place when we fucking.
Fidget spinners.
We gonna edit that out though, so.
I'm not following you.
Yeah, so.
Nah. Seriously though, I'll follow people back if they have something going on. Like if they're aiming towards something, it's gonna make me more inclined to follow them. This nigga's, I don't know what all that's for.
Oh, my nigga, you follow who be showing thighs, ass, and tits, bro. Stop bullshit.
That too. But I said that was my opening line.
You're right. But you be trying to cover it up with business opportunities. I love you though, my nigga. I love you.
If you wake up and pray for your friends, then you don't need them in your life. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, word, man.
You
Rise and grind, y'all.
I really love my people though. Like,
facts.
I don't take any of this shit for granted. This is like our one life in Mario that we got left. So you can't do dumb shit. You can't like not act like you could just die tomorrow. Like, I feel like you should cherish the people in your life, and I try to do that. I don't see why that's a joking matter. My friends are dickheads. Men and their masculinity. It's toxic.
Come on, bro.
In the black community.
This nigga's a feminist.
Pride is toxic in the black community more than anything.
Elaborate.
A nigga won't ask for help just cause he's like, yo, fuck it, I do want to talk.
Are you peeing or pouring a cup? That shit is...
Now, what would you say, Drew? You said
I said the
downfall
of black community is pride. Niggas don't put their pride aside. Niggas rather do it by themselves just to say they did it by themselves than ask for help.
I mean, so if you really believe that, then you wouldn't have any followers because everybody that follow you is following you on your pride of your waves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either I want to get my waves like him, or I want to be associated to his waves, or my waves is better than him, and that's all pride. So everything that you just said, then
there's no contradicting factor in that.
It's not a contradiction. I'm just saying no one would want to know what's going on with Spencer.
Nah, but it's different between you wanting to be knowledgeable and then you being too prideful.
All right, I quit.
I'm just saying, realistically, it's like You could be that new barber or that new rapper or something like that, and you could be amongst the greats, and them niggas saying like, yo, do this, or yo, start your day at this time, or make sure you follow this regimen, or do this, do that. And you look at a nigga and be like, nigga, I'm gonna do it my way or the highway. But a nigga who already solidified himself, who has the whole platform, or who did X, Y, Z, they're showing you the way to go, and you're like, I'm making that left. I don't care what you say, I'm doing what I want to do. And
So when it pans out,
That's categorized as pride.
yeah.
Well, that's what he said. He said pride is what's driving it. Pride is what's
I'm
driving
not saying
it.
I'm not saying you having pride. I'm saying you basically having too much pride.
Okay.
Like you're not open. You're not open to suggestions. You're not open to anything. You think that what you're doing is right at all times, and I'm gonna do what I have to do. Granted, it might work for some. It pans out for some people, bro.
Yeah.
It pans out for some people. Other people will just sit there, will crash and burn, and when they have their offspring, all they do is tell them all type of fucking shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I could have been this if I listened to my peoples, or my teacher tried to put me onto this and I didn't listen because I was being too stubborn. I was being too proud.
I just feel like what you're saying sounds more like stubbornness and not pride.
It kind of goes hand in hand.
So what's the difference then?
I feel like stubbornness is when you know what the person's saying is true, but you're ignoring it anyway. I think that's stubbornness. I think pride is like, I'm going to do it such and such way, and I don't really care. Like, you're not even acknowledging what that person's saying. I'm going to just do it like that because.
That's a real fine line, though. It's a real.
I agree, but ask me what the difference is.
No funny when I say this. No.
Because this nigga just.
Nah, I'm not gonna. I don't give a fuck about you, bro. You my man, so I love you to death, but that's not what I'm gonna say. The nigga Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, right? See, I need to stop him already, bro. He could easily go up to Goku and be like, yo, put me on, show me his stats to the third. But he doesn't. He feels like, yo, I got to where I'm at because of me. You feel what I'm saying? Like he didn't have those sob stories like how Goku had, my nigga. Like he really did train himself to get to where he was at. And that's why he is who he is today. Everything he did, he pushed himself to the next level. Whereas if Goku kind of low-key got lucky, like.
So I think it's safe to say that like pride does drive like visionaries and people that create new ways for themselves, you know what I'm saying, versus people who, you know, like follow trends.
But it works for some people. But for some time, like I said, like if you're putting me on about some barber and shit, my nigga, and you're dead nice and you got mad customers, you got niggas waiting for you all day, and I really fucking do it my way, it's kind of like you go look at me like.
I think pride is good in increments. Like I feel like if you're using your pride to stand on something you believe in, that's fine. But if it's toxic pride, then you should just do it.
All right, so let's ask her. What is a man to you without pride?
That's a good ass question.
Because you know you've been chilling, you soaking it all up, but we need to know what is a man to you without pride and subsection B when he loses his pride.
That boy real high as fuck.
Pride, I feel like it means that person believes in themselves. And like, there's a fine line between having, confidence in yourself and being cocky. Like, I feel like when it turns into cockiness, that's when it's a turn off. But when it's not there at all, that's also a turn off. So it's like, you gotta balance it.
Okay.
I feel like women don't know what the hell they want. So they just check.
Which is probably true, which is why we need pride.
Like you said earlier, we don't really know ourselves, so it's hard to
not
say
give
what
a
we
fuck.
want.
That's got it.
Like, it's gonna change
Which is
5 years
stubbornness.
from now. What I want now is not gonna be what I want 5 years.
I know what I
10
want
years
now.
down the line. I mean, it'd be nice to have what I want now, but it takes time.
I want a pretty face with a fat ass and a lit personality like mine.
Maybe I should go knock her down because she just won't leave me alone.
You should.
I mean, give it a run.
Yeah.
I feel like when I say not knowing yourself, I just like, you don't know what you're gonna be or where you're headed and that kind of thing. I know what I want in a woman, but I want it in all 7 of the women that I'm dealing with.
Oh, Mormon?
I got barbecue chicken all over my hands, so I ain't.
Okay, look. So I want to build off that for me. because you
Everybody be capping.